The Thousand Puppets Ghost Sect? Xiao Yan's expression slowly turned vigilant as he gazed at the undead figure, holding onto Duan Qifei. Enough talk. Hand over the 5th-tier immortal-grade nascent pill, or else your companion will perish like a shattered gem and withered jade. The undead man's face was devoid of any color, ghastly pale like a corpse. His voice carried a chilling eeriness. Yet neither of them noticed the power within Duan Qifei's body swelling like a vast ocean. Why does this woman possess such a formidable force that unsettles me? The child, who had been temporarily suppressed by Xiao Yan's soul-devouring blood monument, suddenly narrowed his clear eyes, as though witnessing something terrifying. Take it. After pondering briefly, Xiao Yan flung the child towards the undead man. However, the child's trajectory was deliberately off course, heading instead toward the circular platform. At the same time, a radiant mental force within the child began writhing violently. Wise choice. Take it. The undead man, aware of Duan Qifei's status as the daughter of the Eastern Continent's overlord, naturally refrained from delivering a fatal blow. With a cold snort, he tossed Duan Qifei towards Xiao Yan and darted toward the suppressed child. Creak. Xiao Yan deftly caught Duan Qifei. Where am I? The chilling aura from the undead seemed to have roused Duan Qifei. Her bright eyes flickered as she gradually regained consciousness in Xiao Yan's arms. This is the pill hall, Xiao Yan replied, holding her tightly as blazing flames erupted around them, enveloping their bodies and allowing them to swiftly escape the circular platform. What's going on? Having just awakened, Duan Qifei looked at Xiao Yan's hurried actions in confusion. Let's go. Xiao Yan responded tersely, carrying her off the platform. His spiritual energy surged like a tidal wave, pouring into the array embedded within the platform. The Thousand Puppets Ghost Sect? Following Xiao Yan's actions, Duan Qifei finally noticed the undead figure rushing towards the mysterious child. Haha, the 5th-tier immortal-grade nascent pill is mine. Moments later, the undead man seized the child, his pallid face brimming with ecstasy. With this nascent pill, he could break through his bottleneck and ascend to the 4-star Dosien level. Farewell. My thanks for today's events. With a cold laugh, the undead man, carrying the child, darted away from the pill hall with lightning speed. Trying to flee now? Too late. A thunderous voice, laced with overwhelming killing intent, echoed across the platform. Xiao Yan, I don't wish to kill you today. If you know what's good for you, stand aside. Otherwise, the undead man sneered while carrying the child. Purgatory formation map. Appear. Xiao Yan wasted no words. Radiant flames engulfed the platform, molten lava surging forth unexpectedly. Fire spread through the formation, encasing the gourd-shaped pill hall and sealing the undead man's escape route. How is this possible? As his senses spread out, the undead man's aura suddenly dropped an entire level. Originally a perfected 3-star Dosien, his strength was now suppressed to the late 3-star Dosien level under the mysterious fiery formation. Meanwhile, Xiao Yan's aura forcibly climbed to the mid-3-star Dosien level. It worked. Seeing this, Xiao Yan smiled in satisfaction. Ever since mastering the formation, he had hidden the formation patterns within the array stone, allowing him to deploy it. For opponents of the same rank, the formation could suppress their strength by 1 level while enhancing his own by 1 level. Though it was effective only within the formation and lasted merely the time it took to burn 1 stick of incense, it was enough. What kind of sorcery is this? The undead man's expression darkened as he glared at Xiao Yan, unease growing in the purgatory formation. Purgatory formation dragon. Manifest. Without further explanation, Xiao Yan's body merged seamlessly with the formation, vanishing from the undead man's sight. Boom. As Xiao Yan's voice fell, molten lava on the platform surged with a devastating aura. Together with crimson flames, the two forces merged into a ferocious 100-foot-long dragon. The dragon, enveloped in fire, radiated an air of sacred majesty. On its forehead, a ray stone stood prominently, etched with a staggering 36,000 formation patterns. Petty tricks. The living dead were native inhabitants of the ghost realm and inherently possessed soul essence bodies. Coupled with the eerie and sinister ghostly aura surrounding them, they were utterly restrained by Xiao Yan's blazing, yang-infused flames. 100 Puppets Chief, come out. Instantly, a pale glow began to ripple across a storage ring in the living dead's hand. Slowly, a strange figure entirely shrouded in milky white appeared before everyone's eyes. A puppet? Xiao Yan frowned as he observed the puppet that had suddenly emerged. It radiated a similarly overwhelming oppressive force. 100 Puppets Chief, kill him? The living dead sneered coldly as the white puppet stepped forward. The puppet bore an exquisite, lifelike human face and features, yet it exuded no signs of life. Its body was steeped in dense ghostly aura, clearly crafted through special means by wiping out its humanity. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The 100 Puppets Chief trembled violently before transforming into a milky white blade. With lightning speed, it roared toward the ferocious fire dragon. No choice. At this moment, Xiao Yan could no longer afford hesitation. He channeled all his power into the ferocious fire dragon and launched a fierce counterattack. Boom, boom, boom. Explosions echoed continuously. Yet, the 100 Puppets Chief seemed immune to pain, launching relentless attacks against the fire dragon without fear of death. Xiao Yan found it difficult to cope, as the puppet's strength rivaled that of a late 3-star Do Xian expert. I can't just sit by. If I let other experts intrude here, things will only get messy. Watching Xiao Yan struggle, the Devourer of Souls finally spoke, his tone calm. Oh, what's this? Just as he was about to act, a sharp energy fluctuation caught his attention. Boom, boom, boom. While the living dead controlled the 100 Puppets Chief, locked in combat with Xiao Yan, a child fell from a nearby platform. Before they could hit the ground, a graceful figure darted forward and caught them tightly. You brat! Still locked in battle with Xiao Yan, the living dead noticed the child's capture and roared furiously. Let's go! The graceful figure snorted coldly. Grabbing Xiao Yan and the child, she dashed toward the outskirts of the pill hall. Perfected 3-star Do Xian? Xiao Yan, whisked away from the pill hall, glanced at the figure leading him. Her astonishing strength sent a chill through his heart rather than any sense of relief. Swish! The figure transformed into a streak of lightning, carrying Xiao Yan and the child. In a single breath, they vanished completely from the pill hall. Arg! Xiao Yan, you wretch! Duan Qifei! The living dead's pale face twisted with rage. You ruined my plans. The next time we meet, I will ensure you suffer unimaginable torment. With a burst of energy, he easily shattered Xiao Yan's purgatory formation. Without the support of Xiao Yan's power, the formation crumbled effortlessly under his assault. If the nascent pill is gone, there's no point in staying here. Destroy it all. Murderous intent surged as the living dead recalled the 100 Puppets Chief. His radiant hand, brimming with dark ghostly energy, slammed down on the circular platform. Boom! Under such overwhelming power, countless mysterious runes on the platform lit up, emanating an ominous and terrifying aura. Thud! The living dead's ghostly energy was instantly devoured the moment it approached the edge of the platform's stone seat. This is bad. Sensing the danger, the living dead dared not linger. With a swift leap, he disappeared. Simultaneously, the runes on the platform began to dim. Elsewhere, Duan Qifei unleashed her radiant strength, carrying Xiao Yan and the child far from the pill hall. They soon arrived at a vast and endless primeval forest. At the forest's edge loomed the heavenly king treasury tomb. Stop right there! Xiao Yan suddenly shouted. His tone carried a sharp and commanding edge. Oh! Duan Qifei obediently set down Xiao Yan and the child, landing near a stream. She glanced at him coldly and asked nonchalantly, What is it? Where did your power come from? Xiao Yan stared at her, his voice tinged with anger. Duan Qifei's strength had originally been at the early 3-star Do Xian level. Yet now, it had inexplicably risen to perfected 3-star Do Xian. Given her identity as a reincarnator, the stronger her power grew, the closer she came to completing her reincarnation. Once she reached her peak strength, the reincarnation would be complete, and she would become an entirely different person. This was something Xiao Yan couldn't accept. I cultivated it myself. Under Xiao Yan's stern gaze, Duan Qifei lowered her head, mumbling softly like a guilty child. It's not his fault. This was bound to happen sooner or later. Besides, if not for his help, the situation earlier could have been truly perilous. At this moment, Duan Qifei seemed to shed all her usual airs, appearing no different than a little girl afraid of being scolded for doing something wrong. That bastard! Recklessly activating the power of the reincarnation rune and trying to fuse it ahead of time. Sure, it skyrocketed your strength to the perfected 3-star Docian level, but it's going to make you enter reincarnation prematurely. Didn't you once say you just wanted to live a carefree life as a simple girl? Next time I run into him, even if it costs me my life, I'll make him pay. Xiao Yan roared. People change, don't they? That's how I thought before, but now, it's different. After all, such incredible power. Duan Qifei muttered softly. You. Forget it. I'm done arguing with you, Xiao Yan said angrily, his frustration surging as he faced Duan Qifei's stubbornness. I'm sorry. Seeing Xiao Yan's stern expression, Duan Qifei apologized with genuine regret. Then, in a voice only she could hear, she added quietly, sorry, but let me be a little selfish. After all, I now have someone I want to protect. Duan Qifei could sense Xiao Yan's constant and meticulous care for her. Because of this, his place in her heart had somehow grown, even surpassing that of her father. Sigh, forget it, Xiao Yan finally said after a moment, shaking his head when he confirmed that Duan Qifei was unharmed. Don't worry. At least until the reincarnation rune fully activates, I'll still be me. And even after the reincarnation rune completes its cycle, I will still be myself, Duan Qifei said with a radiant smile, looking at Xiao Yan, whose anger still lingered. I hope so, Xiao Yan responded cautiously. Yet, he couldn't help but feel uncertain about the reincarnation rune. What kind of transformation it might bring once its cycle was complete. Would the current personality remain dominant, or would a completely different persona take over? Haha. As the two grew silent, a child restrained by the blood monument and Duan Qifei's thunderous power began to move cautiously, attempting to escape. Hey, little one, you're quite adorable, but you've underestimated your sister's abilities. The pill hall is sealed with countless enchantments. There's no way for you to leave on your own, which is why you're trying to use us to escape, Duan Qifei said as she bent down, smiling at the child. But my thunderous power isn't something so easily bypassed. Your clever little plan has already failed. Himph. If not for the strange and formidable thunderous power on you, you too would already be dead by my hand, the child snorted coldly, though it was clear that failure had pushed it into a desperate corner. Xiao Yan, do it. Erase this creature's sentience, and it will finally become a true 5th-tier immortal-grade nascent pill, Duan Qifei instructed calmly. All right, Xiao Yan nodded at the woman's serene yet determined smile. He then stepped toward the child. Rest assured, as long as you exist, I won't let the reincarnation rune cycle easily. After all, I want to protect you. And even if the reincarnation rune completes its cycle, I won't let her take over. As Xiao Yan's imposing figure approached, Duan Qifei smiled again. To her, Xiao Yan was undeniably the second most important person in her life after her father. You really know how to play your cards, Xiao Yan said with a smirk as he reached the child's side. However, he quickly sensed that the thunderous power encasing the child was infused with the energy of reincarnation. Without it, the sentience and power of a 5th-tier immortal-grade nascent pill would have already broken free. My current predicament may be dire, but to think a mere early 3-star Docian like you could erase my sentience, what a joke, the child sneered disdainfully. Oh, really? Xiao Yan responded dismissively. His palm lit up with an earthy yellow hue as the Fireheart heavenly rock surged forth, enveloping the child. Ah! The brilliant power of the sacred flame mercilessly consumed the child, whose anguished cries filled the air as its sentience was gradually stripped away. This isn't enough, Xiao Yin muttered as the child's form began to dissipate, a fragrant medicinal aroma spreading through the air. With the sentience returning to its original essence, Xiao Yin raised his other hand, summoning a radiant, heavenly seed flame. Both flames surged forward, crushing the child entirely. Boom! After about 5 minutes, the child's physical body vanished completely. All that remained was a lustrous pill the size of a dragon's eye. The intelligence of this nascent pill, even at its end, would never have thought that its cleverness was its own undoing. So, this is a 5th-tier immortal-grade nascent pill? Xiao Yin muttered to himself as he gazed at the dragon eye-sized pill hovering in the void. Without hesitation, he swiftly retrieved a fine jade bottle and stored the pill securely. Now, everything was ready except for the final step, infusing the pill materials into the nascent pill and consuming the pseudo-materials of the undying flame. Only then would the preparations be complete. Since everything is set, let's move out. I've already sensed Sister Lu Qing and the others' presence, Duan Qifei said with a smile as she watched Xiao Yin subdue the nascent pill. Let's go. We'll rendezvous with them. The true highlight of the ruins is likely ahead, Xiao Yin said, fully aware of the importance of the situation. Now that the nascent pill was secured, there was no urgency to refine the pill, so the two accelerated toward the heart of the primeval forest. Xiao Yin understood the dangers within the ruins, such as the heaven-bewildering heavenly palace, but the powerhouses from the 4 continents were not to be underestimated. These obstacles would not delay them for long. The Heavenly King treasury tomb deep within the forest was undoubtedly the target for all. After all, it held the lifetime achievements of the Heavenly King. While Xiao Yin and his group advanced, other powerhouses also made their way toward the forest's depths. This primeval forest was vast and flat, with towering ancient trees hundreds of feet tall, lending an air of profound mystery. Its core lay at the very center of this dense wilderness. Sister Lu Qing, do you think Sister Feier and the others are in danger? A few graceful figures and a man appeared under one of the ancient trees. We haven't seen Xiao Yin and the others since leaving the heaven-bewildering heavenly palace, someone added. But since Feier is with Xiao Yin, they should be fine, Lu Qing replied, her beautiful eyes flickering with thought as she glanced at Yuan Yin. She knew that without this little girl, their group might have suffered greatly in the heaven-bewildering heavenly palace. Their entry into the palace had been perilous, but thanks to Yuan Yin, they managed to unravel the formations and eventually ventured into the Nether Marsh. Despite encountering numerous dangers, they emerged unscathed and even gained some rewards. Still, while we made it through the Nether Marsh, the other powerhouses from the 4 continents also entered unscathed. This must be the treasure site of the Heavenly King's relics, Lu Qing remarked. And most of the powerhouses from the 4 continents are at late 3-star Docian or even the perfected level. That's a significant disadvantage for us, added Mugu, the group's sole male member, his tone unusually grave. In the Nether Marsh, we clashed with someone from the Soul Beast Alliance, Shanjun. The summoned soul beast he wielded was immensely powerful. We must stay vigilant, cautioned Yurenran and another female companion. Clearly, their encounter with Shunjun in the marsh had been far from pleasant. We'll just take things one step at a time. I can sense their presence. Let's go. Yun Qi said after a moment, his gaze locking on a space beyond the ancient tree. He increased his speed, and the others quickly followed. However, the usually lively Yuan Yin and her companion now seemed dispirited. So, this is the depths of the Heavenly King Treasury ruins? Let's hope the Soul Hall powerhouses haven't deceived us, or the Hidden Soul Society will not forgive them, murmured 3 men cloaked in straw raincoats as they emerged from behind an ancient tree and a rocky outcrop. These 3 were 3 of the 4 elites of the Hidden Soul Society. Second brother, what should we do now? Mou, the 4th among them, asked softly. Big brother suspects that the Soul Hall might be scheming against us, so he followed them discreetly to investigate. As for us, we entered here for 2 reasons. 1, to obtain the Heavenly King Seal, and 2, to see if we can release the Heavenly Poison Fiend, Mo Bai Xian, the second brother, explained as he stared into the forest's depths. After all, Only by rescuing the heavenly poison fiend can we hope to break the poison fiend demon queen's seal. The key to saving our master lies in her possession. Once we secure it and release our master, the heavenly nether villa will crumble without a fight. Let's act now, Mou urged. We need to reach the tomb before others to gain the upper hand. Otherwise, the numerous formidable participants in the 4 continents competition will pose a significant challenge. No rush. The tomb won't be so easily accessed. We have a treasure that can shield us from detection, so we'll remain hidden for now. Once the others start fighting over the relics, we'll make our move. That way, we'll avoid unnecessary trouble. Mo Bai Xian replied with a smile. Move out, suppress your presence, and be cautious, he instructed. Heavenly King Treasury and Heavenly Poison Fiend. Huh? Mo Ran, the third brother, sighed as they began moving. He seemed resigned, as if questioning the entire endeavor. This is the ruin's depths. In due time, the Heavenly King's seal will be within our grasp. On a quiet, secluded path, 2 figures carrying intricate ancient zither slowly emerged. Junior brother, the strength of the Heavenly King before his death was extraordinary. Even after death, he remains formidable. And for some reason, the closer we get to the tomb, the more unease radiates from the Xian Jade zither on my back, said Xingyun softly, her delicate hand gently stroking the ancient zither behind her, a trace of confusion in her voice. What? The Xian Jade zither is feeling uneasy? This has never happened before, Lu Yun frowned as he pondered her words. The Xian Jade zither was the sect's supreme treasure of the Heavenly Melody sect, said to be the personal immortal artifact of a powerful figure in ancient times. It possessed a potent suppressive effect on the extraterritorial evil clan and other malevolent forces. Now that the Xian Jade zither was showing signs of unease, it could only mean that something dangerous lay within the Heavenly King Treasury tomb. Senior sister, we'll take it one step at a time. We've come this far. We can't leave empty-handed, said Lu Yun with a slight clench of his teeth. Agreed. Once we're inside, I'll protect you. Remember, our safety comes first before any treasure, Xingyun reminded him sternly. Understood. With that, the two headed further into the depths. Myriad Soul's Palace. Senior brother, once we pass through this forest, we'll likely arrive at the entrance to the Heavenly King Treasury tomb. That place will undoubtedly be fraught with danger, Lin Lin said as the two stood side by side. The senior of the Myriad Soul's Palace duo was named Lin Yuan, while the junior brother was Lin Lin. Our sect specializes in the soul essence technique, but the depths of this ruin are making me feel uneasy. Proceed with caution, Lin Yuan replied. With that, the two cautiously advanced deeper into the ruins. Damn it! Those people from the eastern continent are weak individually, but their teamwork is flawless. We couldn't take them down in the Nether Marsh. If this reaches Xiao Yin and Duan Qifei, it'll become even more troublesome. With the ruin ahead, if they cause me trouble, I might have no choice but to use that, Xinjun muttered as he walked alone along a secluded path. His expression darkened as he thought of the dragon-type soul beast his father had cultivated at great expense. Even the thought of using it against Xiao Yin left him feeling a pang of regret. Xiao Yin, just wait. The Heavenly King Treasury tomb will be your burial ground. Everything I've lost, I will take it all back here. In another corner of the ruins, Mushi spoke grimly. His entire being was enveloped in ghostly energy, his aura now elevated to the level of a perfected 3-star Do Xian. Yet his appearance was twisted and grotesque, a mix of man and ghost. A great battle loomed ever closer. Zzzzz. Within the primeval forest, countless insects chirped, their cries echoing with an endless sorrow. Yet the source of these sounds remained elusive. Not long after, Xiao Yin and his companion reunited with the main group. Big brother Xiao Yin? In a dim woodland path, Yun Qi and the others were visibly relieved to see Xiao Yin and his companion safe and sound. Are you all right? Xiao Yin asked as they approached. He saw that Yun Qi, Lu Qing, the Yu sisters, Mu Gu, and Yuan Yin were all present. We're fine, they replied with smiles, their relief evident. After some brief chatter, their expressions turned serious. Beyond this point lies the resting place of the Heavenly King, Yuan Yin said, her small face growing solemn. Don't worry, I'm here, Xiao Yin reassured her. Okay. With that, the group pressed on toward the depths of the primeval forest. At the heart of the forest, a vast lake came into view. Surrounded by ancient trees and rocks, the lake shimmered with rippling light. Rhythmic waves spread out from the center, where a striking whirlpool swirled steadily. The Silver Lake's whirlpool exuded a mysterious energy that sent chills through anyone who gazed upon it. Whoosh! Whoosh! Before long, more figures began to appear around the lake. Is this the entrance to the Heavenly King Treasury Tomb? Xiao Yan's group concealed themselves atop an ancient tree as they observed the scene. It should be. The information given to me by the heaven-bewildering old ghost clearly stated that the tomb is located at the center of this lake, Xiao Yan said, narrowing his eyes as his immense soul power surged outward like a tide. There doesn't seem to be any danger in the lake. Could it be a trap? Mugu remarked, scanning for any signs of threat but finding nothing. The absence of any danger only heightened their vigilance, as their previous encounters in the Nether Marsh had been fraught with peril. Bang! 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 Hearing this, Xiao Yin said nothing, his gaze slowly locking onto the massive vortex in the center of the lake below. From within the vortex, waves of exceptionally powerful spatial energy surged forth, as though it was a pathway to another realm. However, on second thought, if this vortex was truly the key to entering the Heavenly King Treasury Tomb, how could it be left unguarded? Otherwise, it would be far too easy to access such a treasure. Could the guardian of the tomb's entrance be hidden beneath the lake? Asked Duan Qifei, her captivating eyes narrowing slightly. Unlikely, but we must remain cautious, Xiao Yin nodded in agreement. Though he had probed nearly a kilometer deep into the lakebed and found no threats, it was still possible that something terrifying lay even deeper. Let's wait and see. After a moment's thought, Xiao Yin sighed in resignation. Splash! This is the entrance to the ruins. But why do I feel a sense of unease? Murmured Lu Yun as he and Xing Yun stood atop a rock, surveying the scene. Senior sister, this is the entrance. Let's go. Lu Yun examined the vortex at the lake's center carefully and, finding no sign of defensive power, spoke up. Determined to seize the treasures within the ruins, Lu Yun saw this as an opportunity. Although his talents and strength were commendable, the sect's supreme treasure was in his senior sister's hands. Naturally, he sought to acquire something valuable of his own from this venture. Let's move. The woman by his side retrieved the jade zither strapped to her back, and with a gentle pluck of its strings, 2 halos of soft light enveloped them both. They gracefully stepped onto the water's surface, heading toward the vortex at the center. Someone's making a move? Is that the Heavenly Melody sect? As the duo from the Heavenly Melody sect advanced across the water, the many strong cultivators watching from the shore began to stir with excitement. Where is that bastard Xiao Yin? If I run into him deeper in the ruins, I'll make sure he pays dearly. In the shadows, Mu Shi and the living corpse exchanged sinister glances. A chilling aura emanated from them as they quietly conspired, their alliance a mystery to all. Should we act? Asked Duan Qifei, eyeing the Heavenly Melody sect duo as they approached the vortex. Duan Qifei, a perfected 3-star Do Xian, was formidable enough to rank highly in the 4 continents competition, especially with her mastery of Do skills, divine weaponry, and the reincarnation rune at her disposal. Buzz, buzz, suddenly, the sacred flame within Xiao Yin trembled faintly, emitting a strange and unsettling aura that made his heart skip a beat. Hold on. I have a spatial shifting hand seal. If there's no danger, we can reach the vortex center in an instant, Xiao Yin said, restraining his impulse to act, his eyes fixed on the 2 figures from the Heavenly Melody sect. Second brother, shall we act? In the shadows behind a massive ancient tree, 3 cloaked and hooded figures conversed, their tones sinister. Wait, it's not the right time. Many powerful individuals are hiding around the lake. There are at least 5 or 6 perfected 3-star Do Xian experts. We must ensure victory before making a move, cautioned the leader, falling silent afterward. Plop. On the lake's surface, the duo wrapped in the mysterious power of the jade zither cautiously stepped forward, each movement deliberate. Meanwhile, countless eyes remained glued to them from the shore. "Senior sister, it seems there's no danger here," Lu Yun remarked softly after a moment, his expression turning curious. "Move." Senior sister Xing Yun also sensed the eerie tranquility of the lake. The vortex seemed to be merely a mysterious portal with no immediate threats. Splash! Just as Xing Yun finished speaking, she swiftly plucked her zither strings. The instrument emitted a powerful burst of light that enveloped the pair, propelling them directly toward the vortex. Whoosh whoosh! Within a few breaths, the duo reached the vortex. "Everyone, we'll be going in first," Lu Yun called out, his voice ringing across the lake as the two plunged into the vortex and vanished. So, the vortex holds no traps, it's merely a spatial gate. The Heavenly King Treasury's ruins are just ahead. Let's move. Moments later, numerous figures darted out like bolts of lightning, racing toward the vortex. Xiao Yin and his companions were no exception. In an instant, dozens of powerful cultivators leaped into the vortex. Splash! As the crowd surged toward the whirlpool in the lake, an immense force of spatial energy erupted from within. The moment they stepped into the whirlpool, that spatial energy enveloped them, transporting them elsewhere. Boom! After a powerful tremor, the experts from the 4 continents simultaneously exited the spatial passage, emerging deep within the ruins. Is this the Heavenly King Treasury's ruins? Mu Gu gasped, his eyes wide as he took in the vast architectural complex before them. Ordinary ruins were typically small and simple in design, but what lay ahead stretched for thousands of miles, its unique structure sending waves of shock through everyone. "This is more of a tomb than mere ruins," Xiao remarked calmly, standing beside Duan Qifei. They seemed unsurprised, as if they had anticipated this, though curiosity still lingered in their eyes. The group had already entered the tomb, but it was unlike any tomb they had ever seen. Instead of standing on the ground, they found themselves suspended mid-air atop a massive circular platform spanning several hundred square meters. Beneath them, towering white jade pillars stretched skyward. These jade pillars formed the backbone of the tomb. They varied in height and size, yet each was intricately engraved with faint patterns brimming with a powerful force, seemingly warding off some form of corruption. The group stood on the base of the largest pillar, yet above them, countless other pillars loomed. Looking down, they saw the tomb floor hundreds of meters below, shrouded in a swirling mass of sinister black mist. The malevolent mist engulfed the tomb's ground, exuding a chilling, eerie atmosphere. Despite the mist's corrosive nature, the jade pillars seemed resistant to its influence, even absorbing traces of the dark energy. It seems heaven-bewildering old ghost was right, and so was my hunch. Xiao Yan's sharp gaze remained fixed on the abyssal black mist below, his brow furrowing. Such dense, overwhelming black mist could only belong to powerful members of the extraterritorial evil clan. "What should we do now?" Yunqi asked, breaking the tense silence as Xiao Yin remained deep in thought. "We press on. Our destination is the highest point where the remains of the Heavenly King are said to lie," Xiao Yin replied, lifting his gaze toward the towering pillars above them. They were currently on the lowest pillar, but above, larger and more imposing jade pillars extended into the sky, exuding a suffocatingly powerful aura. If their assumptions were correct, the Heavenly King's remains would be atop the tallest pillar. But the pillars are separated by hundreds of meters. How do we get across? And if we fall into that abyss, there's no way we'll survive. Lu Qing, attuned to light energy, shivered at the oppressive darkness below. The ominous mist gnawed at her senses, filling her with dread. "Don't worry, let me try something," Xiao Yin reassured them as he stepped toward the edge of the pillar. He was unaware that Yuan Yin was intently studying the intricate patterns on the pillars, as though deciphering their secret. Taking a deep breath, Xiao Yin peered at the black mist below, his eyes sharpening. "Fiery explosion technique," he shouted. Flames ignited around him as his body grew lighter. With a powerful leap, he launched himself toward the next pillar, hundreds of meters away. Boom! The moment he leapt, the dark mist surged like venomous serpents, swarming toward him. Damn it! Xiao Yan's speed soared, but the tomb's oppressive space limited his ability to cover the distance. As he plummeted, he felt the overwhelming pressure of the encroaching black mist and hurriedly prepared to summon the sacred flame for protection. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Catch this! Duan Qifei shouted. Crunch! Seeing the situation, Xiao Yan launched a burst of flame towards the black mist with one hand while grabbing the silver shackle with the other. With a single leap, he was pulled back onto the pristine white jade pillar where he had previously been standing. Are you all right? Seeing Xiao Yan escape unscathed, the others immediately asked with concern. I'm fine. It's just that each of these white jade pillars in this ruin is separated by hundreds of meters. It's impossible to leap across them, and neither spatial power nor flight works here. Xiao Yan took a sharp breath, clearly shaken. If it weren't for Duan Qifei's timely intervention, he might have been forced to exhaust significant resources, and falling down would have been extremely troublesome. There might be another way. Since entering the Heavenly King Treasury Tomb, I've sensed a faintly familiar aura, Xiao Yan said, his eyes narrowing. If the Heavenly King wasn't a formation master in life, he must have been a powerful expert in possession of high-level formation maps. As Xiao Yan returned, Yuan Yan's small face lit up with a smile of delight. Her gaze fixated on the mysterious patterns etched onto the surrounding white jade pillars. Slowly, she chuckled. Is this spiritual power? Core inscriptions, the fluctuations of formation patterns? Xiao Yan murmured, stunned as he observed Yuan Yan's actions. Let me handle this. Moments later, excitement surged across Yuan Yan's face as she sat cross-legged. The heaven-earth jade wall leaped out from her chest, spinning rapidly around her. At the same time, threads of incredibly potent spiritual power surged forth from her body. This girl's spiritual strength far surpasses yours. Her mastery over formations might be the best I've seen among her generation. The Devourer of Souls remarked, unable to hide his admiration. Fine. Let's wait and see, Xiao Yan replied, noticing faint, subtle fluctuations as Yuan Yan worked. The secrets of the white jade pillars were gradually unraveling. Meanwhile, the other experts who had entered the tomb weren't as fortunate as Xiao Yan and his companions. The white jade pillars served as the final barrier protecting the Heavenly King's legacy.